Caitlin Clark, the breakout basketball sensation, has taken the sports world by surprise yet again, not by dominating on the court but by stepping off it. The WNBA star and NCAA phenom turned down a $1 million offer, plus equity, to play in Unrivaled, the highly anticipated 3-on-3 basketball league debuting this January. While fans were eager to see her headline the league, Clark's decision underscores her need to prioritize rest after a relentless year of college basketball, a whirlwind WNBA debut, and endless media commitments. Tom Friend of Sports Business Journal shed light on Clark's decision, revealing that the Iowa native simply needed a break. Unrivaled offered her $1 million, plus equity, for 3 months of play, Friend wrote, but Clark turned it down because she doesn't need the exposure, and could use the rest. For a player who has already skyrocketed to the top of the sport, the decision signals maturity and a long-term view of her career. The pressure to perform at the highest level year-round can be draining, even for someone as resilient as Clark. Sports analyst Skip Bayless weighed in on the decision, tweeting, "Good for Caitlin Clark not playing in this new 3-on-3 league. After all the jealousy and bullying attempts she faced last season, she's the reason WNBA popularity exploded. She doesn't need 3-on-3. Bayless's comment highlights Clark's pivotal role in raising the WNBA's profile. Her decision to focus on recovery rather than overextending herself further solidifies her reputation as a smart, self-aware athlete who understands her immense value to the sport. Just when Caitlin Clark thought things couldn't get any hotter, bam, a game-changing deal with Panini America takes her brand to the next level. The spotlight is blinding, the endorsements are rolling in, and the fans are eating it up. But hold up, behind the glitz and glam, there's some severe heat coming from a whole different angle. With Caitlin Clark rising to superstardom and the massive hype around her Panini deal, fans are calling out what they see as a play against them, not just by her partner, but by the brand itself. Take the 2024 Prism cards, for instance. Panini plans to drop them in 2025 and market them as rookie cards, even though they're technically second-season cards with a 2025 date on the back. This move raises eyebrows, and fans are voicing their frustration, feeling like they're getting played. Could this be a classic money grab by Panini to cash in on the hype without delivering the real deal? With one card already selling for a record-breaking $78,000, it's no surprise that collectors are getting antsy. The prices are reaching their limits, and the integrity of the release is being called into question. But that's not all. There's a whole legal drama unfolding between Panini and Fanatics, and with Caitlin's brand growing so rapidly, you can bet that tension's spilling over. In previous instances, Caitlin Clark locked down a massive deal with Panini America, pulling in over $1 million in the first year, a significant flex for a female athlete. But it gets spicy when that kind of money and the monopoly with Panini. You gotta wonder if there's anything fishy going on behind the scenes. Fans are starting to ask questions about the moves being made off the court, and it's no longer just about her game. With increased trading card submissions and rising values, Caitlin's popularity is making her a target for serious financial moves, some of which fans might not be comfortable with. If her partner manages or profits from these deals, could this be the setup for a shady profit scheme? It's got fans riled up, feeling like they're getting hustled. Caitlin's putting in serious work on the court, becoming the NCAA's all-time leading scorer and dominating this season with 27+ points per game. But even with those numbers, some fans question whether they're being taken advantage of off the court. The backlash is mounting, and fans aren't holding back. The relationship between Caitlin Clark, her brand, and her partner is under a microscope now, and the hardcore WNBA fanbase feels more betrayed than ever. Could this be a game changer, or is it just the beginning of a bigger storm? Fans aren't sure, but one thing's certain: they're not going down without a fight. First up, someone pointed out 6 days back, yeah, emo, no one cares if a product was printed late. If it says RC on it, it's a rookie. It will still say 2024 even if printed in 2025. This happens pretty often in other sports. This comment pushes back against the idea that a product isn't a true rookie card just because it's being released late. The comment highlights that as long as the card has RC, rookie card, on it, it's still considered a rookie, even if it's printed in 2025 but labeled as a 2024 card. They argue that this kind of thing happens often in other sports, where cards are printed late but still carry the rookie label. This is Prism. Prism is the flagship product line that collectors seek out. This will be the set to get her rookie card. No one cares about release date. This comment essentially defends the idea that, regardless of when the card is released, Caitlin Clark's rookie card in the 2024 Prism set will be highly sought after because Prism is the flagship product line that collectors prioritize. Dallas Wings star Satou Sibylle called out her own fans after losing to Indiana Fever but could ultimately team up with Caitlin Clark and co in the near future. Sibylle, 26, joined the Wings in 2020 as the second overall pick in the WNBA draft. The forward was part of the All-WNBA first team in 2023, and last season averaged 17.9 points, 6.4 rebounds and 5 assists each game. On Tuesday, Sibylle announced that she has played her last game for Dallas and will enter free agency. Indiana is one of the teams linked with signing Sibylle, who vented after the Wings lost to the Fever in September, cheered on by Clark fans in the home crowd. Although I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better, I had mixed feelings seeing all the Caitlin jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball and it's just great how far we've come. A few months on, Sibylle shared her decision to leave Dallas and start a new chapter in her career. "I'm working with the Wings together to find a next home for me," she told the New York Post. "I've already played my last game in Dallas. I'm just excited. I'm excited for free agency." The free agency will begin later this month, and there would be plenty of fanfare if Sibylle chose to join the Fever. Indiana guard Clark has played a huge part in the league's popularity boom and is joined by the likes of Aaliyah Boston, Lexie Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell on the court. It is set to be a big season for Indiana, who replaced Christy Sides with ex-Connecticut Sun head coach Stephanie White in October. However, Sibylle will have plenty of options and may be tempted to team up with her sister Naira at the New York Liberty. Now, Sibylle's immediate focus is on the inaugural Unrivaled season, where she is captain of Phantom BC. The 3v3 league kicks off on January 17th and will run until the finals on March 17th. Indiana Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell, a cornerstone of the franchise, is set to become an unrestricted free agent for the first time in her career. Mitchell, who just completed a 3-year extension on her rookie contract, played a pivotal role in helping the Fever return to the playoffs alongside rookie sensation Caitlin Clark during the 2024 season. Mitchell, a 2-time All-Star, posted career-high numbers this past season, averaging 19.2 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. She also achieved career-best shooting percentages, hitting 46.8% from the field and 40.2% from three-point range. Her contributions were instrumental in propelling the Fever to their first postseason appearance since 2016. Fever General Manager Amber Cox emphasized the organization's commitment to retaining Mitchell during an interview with Chloe Peterson of the Indianapolis Star in November. "Kelsey Mitchell is our top priority heading into free agency," Cox said. "She, in my mind, is a cornerstone of this franchise. She's been here for 7 seasons, and she has, endured a lot, hasn't won a lot, so I really want her here to enjoy what is to come. She deserves that." Peterson also highlighted that the Fever have several options to ensure Mitchell remains with the team, including the ability to use the core designation. This would give Indiana exclusive negotiating rights with Mitchell in exchange for a 1-year super maximum salary, valued at approximately $249,000. Indiana is the only team that can offer Mitchell the supermax this season. The Indiana Fever could core Mitchell again in 2026, potentially extending control over her contract for 2 more years. According to league rules, teams can extend qualifying offers to core-eligible players between January 11 and January 20, giving the Fever a narrow window to solidify their plans. Mitchell's return could bolster Indiana's momentum after a breakthrough season alongside Clark, one of the league's brightest young stars. Keeping Mitchell ensures continuity and leadership for a team that struggled in recent years but is now ready to build on its success. As free agency looms, Kelsey Mitchell's decision will undoubtedly shape the Fever's 2025 outlook and determine whether her partnership with Caitlin Clark continues to thrive in Indianapolis. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark is the biggest and fastest rising star in North American sports these days. As a consequence of her enormous celebrity, every word Clark says to the press gets overanalyzed and dissected. After winning Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year award, Clark spoke to the magazine about the privilege she's been afforded as a white woman. "I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege," she said. "A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important." Many even think that because Clark is white, some of her fans use her as a way to tear down the black athletes in the